Yeah? That message, I hope you will be pleased to listen to that message. You heard that go? I hope that you will be pleased with that message. Yeah, Olushe Collins Felix Chidebele, I greet you. Now, the caption says, let there be peace and the calm. There is only one truth. That truth is not your truth. It may not be my truth, but there is only one truth. Now the question is, are you ready and willing to accept that truth? What is happening on Facebook, which if you think we can grow with it, then you must be joking. You other go? You can only celebrate when it comes your way, and I will also celebrate when it comes my way. But however, the problem is, when I'm celebrating, you have a problem with if a prompt to that celebration. When you are celebrating, I might as well have a problem with the reason why you are celebrating. I am only making this program this night to tell Ndi Igbo, if at all we want to have peace among us and the social media here, there are things we must do. We must not do that which you wish we can do. We must not do that which I wish we can do. But there is something we can do so that we can have peace. Why can't you preach peace among our people? Promote peace among our people. Now, when you watch closely these people who are telling you to preach peace among our people, the peace you want to preach, they are not even willing to accept it. Yes, they are not willing to accept that peace you surely preach, because it is either pointing against them or it is pointing against what they believe in. For example, look at what happened recently. Then you can begin to question the integrity of so many people here on Facebook. Let me emphasize on what happened recently before I proceed. Some time back, Matthias was arrested. Some people keep saying, stop talking about Matthias' arrest, stop talking about Ijele's arrest. Matthias is an Igbo man, Ijele is an Igbo man, Ogechi is an Igbo woman. How can you condemn the arrest of Matthias? According to you, why Igbo Suji are fighting each other? Why are Igbos fighting against each other? There is no sermon you did not preach. Why did you condemn the arrest of Ijele under the guise that Igbos should not be fighting against themselves? Can you tell me why you were celebrating the arrest of Ogechi? Is Ogechi not an Igbo woman? Have you seen? If we must have peace here on social media, we must tell ourselves the truth. Yes, we must endeavor to tell ourselves the truth. Let me say something again. I learned that the best way to bụ ụmụazị na nweta ha na moto ha na-agbagharị okirikiri ife mma pịa ha n'abalị ahụ ha na-akwụsị ụra na Let us continue. I learned from a learned colleague that the best way to describe politics is this. There are different explain to go me far, but for the purpose of the program I want to run this night, let me emphasize on it again. It is simple. There are so many conflicting interests, and the opponent explain shallow ifa. What you see any phenomenon on Facebook now? You will see how we can actually come to terms and have peace. Not only to have peace, but to also maintain peace. Now this social media, you know. Always going that there are so many and too many conflicting interests. Adisa Ezigbo Mado. Adisa, thank you very much. You are more than a friend. Adisa, you are more than a friend. I have my reason for saying that. I have my reasons, not just one reason. I have my reasons for saying that. Onye jigu jife. You gotta go. Thank you very much. You have your interest. I have my interest. Just like what is happening on Facebook. But there is that common interest which obviously is the truth we are looking for. Now, you are failing to come in terms with that truth because it is obviously pointing against that interest on it. The other person is failing to come to reality with that common interest, which is the truth. Now, what is politics here? Politics is ability to reconcile all those conflicting interests into that common interest. Are you getting me? I quote, yeah? Dalarisa, Dalo. I repeat. Politics is simple. To an ability to reconcile those conflicting interests, my interest, Matthias' interest, Ogechi's interest, Mwikuku interest, Obum's blog interest, Bowafa, I want you to name them, Matthias Ezako interest, Waja interest. Ability to reconcile this conflicting interest into that common interest, which is the truth, is what we are lacking. Let me give you an example. Why I'm making this broadcast is that if we should start talking about peace, asịrị na ana agwọnsị odo anya, or rather adeji ose eje ebe a na-agwọnsị odo anya. Ịghọtago ka o wekwa ịghọta ọfụma. I will touch here, then I should call you. Iwe ghọta direction ebe anyị na-aga. Onye selem ezugo everyday Matthias. Kedu ife na-akpọ Matthias afa? Akpọzina Matthias afa. Matthias mere nke a ma nke a. Mana onye ahụ everyday ọ na-akpọ evangelist Ebuka Obi afa. Ọ na-akpọ onye afa. Ọ na-ifro na onye ahụ achọghị igbu onwe ya eziokwu. Evangelist Ebuka Obi is where I have interest. Matthias is where he or she has interest, but in between that interest and interest, there is a common truth which I am going to point out this night. If we must have peace on social media, there are things we must do, and it is not hidden. It's either I am pretending not to see it, or you are pretending not to see it because of your interest and because of my interest. Now, we cannot pretend that we don't know what it is. Okay, let me assume that we don't know what it is. I will tell you this night. This night, let us promote peace, because to some of you, the only way to promote peace on social media is for me to leave what I believe in, to leave that interest of mine, and come over to join you in pursuing your own interest, or in believing on if you believe in it. But little do you know that even while I am pursuing my own interest and you are pursuing your own interest, we can as well have peace. You don't know. We can as well have peace. We can as well have peace. The same way, onye na-ele break party ji wee nọrọ ebe a, onye na-ele break pad nọrọ ebe a, onye na-ele break pad nọrọ ebe a, ha ncha niile na-elele onwe ha n'ọrụ n'udo, ya eto ọkwa ofufe ka ha na-ele, and they have with the same interest, which is what? To sell that goods ha kpọwara. What I even know. So now, we come again. Then let me use somebody to give you an instance. You gotta go. Because Anamatu Abaku Ajadu or Makadiya Popota. Oh, when then I see Huiko, Adama Sazuiko. Oh, when then I Sazuiko, Adama Sazuiko. And then, if we all begin to live our life that way, because all this fake life for people who they live, it is even contributing to the problem I need when on Facebook. You gotta go. I will use Wikuku as a typical example. Wikuku is somebody I know that believes so much in Father Mbaka. I don't have any problem with Father Mbaka. The only time we issue with Father Mbaka was when I felt he did not handle a particular issue the right way. Because when you create a controversy, if you are a man of peace, you will come out and clarify to people so that they will know the direction, so that people will no longer be in doubt of what you are actually driving at. For example, when you drop a message and your message is causing so much stir and trouble, the right thing for you to do is for you to come and clarify so that people will know the direction where you are going. A typical example. When Zion Ministry purchased a property belonging to Mountain of Fire, a way controversy here and there. People who said they have stopped going to church, they now started advocating for Mountain of Fire, which is a church. It's so shocking. What happened? Just to clear that doubt, Evangelist Bukobi ended all those with just one statement. Omekiri. Never. Omeifa na brief when the mother clear the doubt. The mother water exactly at that particular point. Onyo wona water he born can never understand him. It's not everybody that will understand him, no matter how calm and cool you are. He came and clarified issues to people. A lot of people not really in doubt. They understood, okay, look at what happened. You can't throw away the fact that there are still those people who even know the truth before they even started throwing stones. There's nothing you can do to such people. So, however, the only problem I had then with the Father Mbaka I was never in question about his anointing. I have never put his anointing in doubt. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to post a video that I made then, where I said, Mbaka Okanwelu, anointing of God upon him. And I said, yes. I made a video and I clarified that yes, that we are human beings. And the pastors also, in most times, they also act as human beings. Because they are human beings, but it's just God that is using them. And God can use anybody. And God may use matter. Sometimes you cannot take away the human nature of that person because that person is a human. So I said the problem I have with him was that at that particular critical time, he made the statement. I expected him to come out and clarify more on that statement so that it can clear doubt. Because of God that name winner interest fighting against each other at that particular time, he kept on compounding it and compounding it and compounding it until we know all this. That was the only problem I have against him. So, we could somebody who so much believe and have confidence in Father Mbaka. I don't have problem with you. But the only problem I have with you is the same way you have confidence and believe in Father Mbaka. I want you to know also that there are those people who also have confidence and believe in the anointing of Evangelist Ebukobi. There are people who believe and have confidence in Mataya Senzako, no matter how you see him. So, if you want us to have peace on social media, you must respect the fact that I know why I have confidence in Evangelist Ebukobi. Then I will in turn respect the fact that you have reasons why you have faith and confidence in Matthias. In return, I will also see the reason why Mwikuku Juwe so much confidence in Father Mbaka. But if any so here is that you want to condemn me for believing in Evangelist Ebukobi. You want to call them all manner of Ajafa. You want to reduce me to zero because I believe in. Now you now come with so many analysis, which is number one. Why are you fighting for God? Allow God to fight for himself. Number one. Number two, you come. It's obvious that you people are now worshiping man and not God. Number two. Number three, you come up with all manner of conclusion, forgetting that the same thing you are pointing your hands, no even them, is the same thing you are doing. Yes. Otherwise, if you want to know if what I am saying is the truth, the same way most people who believe in Evangelist Ebukobi defend him effortlessly and the otherwise. Talk about Father Mbaka tomorrow. You will see the likes of Mwikuku. I told you people that the reason why he hated Ogechi with passion is simply because of what Ogechi said about Father Mbaka. But when we come after those people who said all kinds of things against Evangelist Ebukobi, he will come to preach to us that we are not supposed to be worshiping man, but we are supposed to be worshiping God. Okay, I am only telling you this. If you remember the question I was asking J-Pack on that particular day, Almighty program, Ogembatarbe Waja, Hameshalo, to we say, Senangeli Jayobiko. He kept on talking about truth, na achọ ka eme udo. Mana the problem wo, na onye na achọ ka eme udo, na onye ha do ready for ime udo. I asked him a simple question. JPAC, let us assume that we want to make peace now. Ni gwalu mo okwu, ngwagwalu okwu. Ashi ime uda. Kereba yesi we me uda. Then I'll conclude with the fact that that settles it all. Nke ahụ na-ekwuzikwo that mana ịba anyị threaten him, that one otu okwu ka anyị na-ekwu. We are still saying the same thing. Ịgọ m iyi agụgwara ngo. If you bring out 100 things about you, I will bring out 100 things about me. The only truth there is onye kuzina against each other. Rather, talk about the issues and stop talking about personalities. Or you are doing difficult, or you are doing easy, or you are doing easy. Because if we go be, if we as an object of ridicule, if we that you can tell him all manner of things. If Zion will look different from your ideal human being, which is Bebioko. Yes, if Zion, do you know how many times you have humiliated Zion on Facebook? You have even made a cartoon of him. You have ridiculed his product, which is the brain, the birth of it. That is Ifo Jobori, Now the problem is that if we hear about somebody you love so much, that is only when you are going to realize the weight of what you did to somebody else. Okay, yes, no mahi guana. I was there. Ezugo. Why can't you preach peace? I am telling you the only way there can be peace on social media here. If you think you can cover all the excesses you are exhibiting, but you are expecting to blackmail the other person into silence, it doesn't happen these days. Remember what they during the time of the military? Even that time, there are people, we have their record now. They are talking against the government of the day. Suddenly, may have suddenly may have survived. We wrote that. And make I go do it, I greet you. You let her go. So now the truth, okay, let me give you a good example. All those people who said that Zion is intimidating people with police. Why is it always intimidating people with police? Are they not the same people who were celebrating the arrest of Ogechi? Was it London Metropolitan Police that arrested Ogechi? Or no Nigerian police that arrested Ogechi? Was he not an Igbo man behind that arrest? I'm asking you. Makanasi no nya maho ebe mmiri bido mabe aya am ebe mmiri kwusara enwe. Was it not those people who said that in the detention of Ijele beyond 42 hours, 48 hours is illegal? That it is illegal? Are they not the same people wishing that Ogechi will stay in police detention for 5 years? Now ask yourself, what is that truth that you appreciate? What is that truth that you appreciate? I still maintain a man I always disagree with over 60 or 70% of Ifo. I said over 60 or 70 because it is not everything of Madukulu that you must disagree with. who condemned the arrest of Ijele, condemned the arrest of Matthias, and still condemned the arrest of Ogechi, even though Ogechi is not his favorite kind of person. Who is that man? Dibia Konushe. I respect him for that. He spoke to Waja the same message of Lord. Mbode kuyebe like her. Mbode kuyebe like her. Manon Kwayeba, if you know the same message. There are so many places where I disagree with him. But on this one, have you seen? Oga arrested Ijele. Who favorite here? He was saying the same thing. Mwa arrested Matthias. Who favorite here? He was saying the same thing. Mwa arrested Ogechi. Who favorite here? He's still saying the same thing. That is what I'm telling you. You gotta go. So, if you want us to talk about peace, let us come to terms to always stand with the truth. Not your truth. Not my truth. But the truth. It can only be one. Ni wolupoto pia madu nisi. Ni vi melodo njo. Forget is the reason. Each way pia botola pia the bad. The moment you start justifying what is evil, you are taking side, because we know they will reason battle. Makademe ifa ya like here. Ya like here. You will not like it. So I don't know why it will be difficult for us to respect each other. Respecting each other, however, does not mean that we are not going to disagree on issues. It does not mean that we are not going to disagree on issues. But when we disagree on issues, it should be constructively and not destructively. Yes, you disagree on issues, you criticize on things constructively and not destructively. But what we have were people who continue to do destructive criticism. What is it that was said about you that you have never said against Ebukobi, against Ezugo, or against any other person on Facebook? The woman, you want to arrest for saying that you are this or you are this. Have you ever taken time to listen to your videos to know a lot of things you have said about her? You that is upset about what that comes out of her mouth according to you. Have you ever taken time to go through your comments and see the names you call her and see the things you tell her? Auto no around the opposite another thing never everybody. Will you like it? Or how are you, Butelu? I am fine. And don't thank you, Butelu, very much. Every action will immediate reaction. There are people who may not be quick to react, but there are people who react instantly accordingly. And there's nothing you can do because it is in their nature. It is in their nature to react immediately. The only way we can maintain peace is if we respect each other's boundary. Respect each other's boundary. Okwefolo, is it not clear to you now? Is it not clear to you now that all the previous arrests that you were just upset and shouting on top of your voices because Nonya arrested when you feel like. Otherwise, it's clear to you that the last arrest, you supported it because Nonya arrested when you feel like it. So, should we now start arresting this side and arresting this side? At the end of the day, all of us will get arrested and the arrest will continue. So, how will that peace be achieved? Okay, value shouts. Let me block you so that you can go and sit and talk with men. Piam. That is the problem we have. Yes, some of us are so hardened that even when you hear the voice of reasoning, you cannot reason. Sometimes, forget about the messenger. Yes. Forget about the messenger and really focus on the message. You will get the substance of a message if you focus more on the message at that moment, forgetting about the messenger. Are you saying that if I tell you that Noku na Agba Noba Junction, New Road, that you cannot divert to Oba Junction, Old Road, simply because that is why the message sometimes is more important than the messenger, because the messenger may be saying something even though you don't like him or her, but they may be saying something. Yes, they may be saying something. There are people you cannot call Onyala without them calling you Onyohi. Now, Igbo Onyahafa, it is not in your place to tell the person the name of Oya back, because Naguna ya no me meeting oweba nke ya gbe o nwere onye ya nwe mo ụla unu ime ho plan na mma ụla magwarakwa m ụla o nwere ike ịma ya ụla o welite bottle by mistake pịa ihe n'isi. Now, Owewuru, action and reaction. What happens if we really respect each other's boundary? I am a Christian, you are Onyomenana. You have a reason why you so much believe in that traditional practice or religion. I have a reason why I choose to remain a Christian. We can disagree on the issues, on the reasons. We may be criticizing those reasons. We may be deliberating and discussing about those reasons. But let us keep our personality away from it, because my personality is as a Zugo, believing so much in Christ, has nothing to do with. I don't know if you are really flowing with me. Okay, let me welcome somebody briefly. Let me going to come in before we continue. The only reason why we are here today is because, in fact, the main reason for all these things on Facebook here is intolerance from people. The moment somebody go now the color of Nigerian flag is green, white, green. Igwenya hamba, no yellow, white, yellow. Instead of both of you to focus on that flag, which is the issue we they disagree on. Piam, onya amapu goes to go. Sego nneru now I will ask you, Keri Fenderu na nnaru to do with the color of Nigerian flag? That flag is a non-living thing. Why are you leaving the discussion surrounding a non-living thing to start talking about living things? Have you seen? Why can't you base all your arguments on that flag? On that flag, make your research. Talk about that flag. If I don't have any personal business with you that we have disagreed with. What is it you know about me that you will come on Facebook to talk because we have disagreed about this share? We have disagreement on this share. I'm asking you. Don't say, let us preach peace because things have turned against you. Now, don't say that drinking malt is the best because you are promoting malt. After all, onwere onye ya sị na ofe nne ya siri atọ ụtọ, and nobody yenerechi onwe ya akwụkwọ maki onwe bad. If we must have peace on Facebook, we must first of all talk about the truth. We must first of all talk about the truth. Let me use JPAC and Ogechi Okeke as an example. Ogechi bịa na Facebook osegono JPAC selem na onye amele ife a na onye amele ife a na onye amele ife a. JPAC nọrụkwa ebe ọ na-aba mba na Ogechi boro ya allegation. Ọ nọrụkwa ebe ahụ bụ Ogechi allegation kpọwakwa all manner of names. Now you are the person who is getting upset about things Ogechi kwuru about you. It is still you who is accusing an innocent man Uwonyi about having an affair with Ogechi, who is a married woman, without thinking of how the husband will feel. But you are here telling us that Ogechi now insult to your wife without thinking of how you will feel as a husband. What exactly are you fighting to defend? The same thing you are guilty of, the same thing you have done to someone, but you think that person is a stone. That person doesn't have feelings and emotion. Yes, you said, no, Enke Agada, I don't want to look at who first said this and who first said that. Let us really look at what is being said or what was said rather. I don't want us to look at rather, let us talk about Ifekulu. Now, a lot of people have the opinion that no, they could have restricted what they were saying to both of them. Why did Ogechi leave JPAC now and start talking about other people? Because my people, I am begging you, if you call me on phone once and I don't pick up, call me back later. If you call me more than 5 times on a row, depending, I will block your line. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. You see, a lot of people have an opinion that kedu ife kpatara Ogechi ji wee hapụ JPAC ya na-ekwu okwu, jekpọwa Ifeanyị Ụba, jekpọwa Bebi Ọkụ, jekpọwa Akwa Ọkụkọ na ndị ọzọ. You may be right. Yes, when you look at it and judge it, yes, you may be right. But what will prove you wrong is your inability to condemn JPAC for leaving Ogechi, jumping to Desi's empire, jumping to Ewiwe, jumping to every other person that has refused, even Igbo credo that wasn't part of what they were doing, jumping on them, saying all manner of things against them simply because they have refused to come out to align with him. But only condemn Ogechi for leaving J Park, then calling Ifayoba and others. Then he condemned J Park for leaving Ogechi and calling Ebu Igwe and the others, because what he said against Ebu Igwe was very bad. And Ebu Igwe, to the best of my knowledge, has never arrested him to come and prove what he said. What he said about Desi's empire was very bad. And Desi's empire has never arrested him to come and prove it. What he said about so many people on this is very bad. And none of them has arrested him. Have you not seen? You are simply taking side. You are simply taking side because of the hatred you have for this person. Now, let me tell you this for free. Let me tell you this for free. The best way for us to have peace in this social media is if you believe that you stand with the truth. Always say that truth, no matter whose odd is God. No matter whose us is God. Say the truth. Whether it happened this way or it happened this way, say the truth. Say the truth. Echidi Nekita, Ogechi arrest Mr. Okonkwo. Emapota, it is intimidation. Why are Igbos arresting Igbos? Because Mr. Okonkwo is your favorite person. When Matthias arrested that security guy, some of you were celebrating. And I want to know who is actually saying the truth. Who is actually saying the truth? Because I don't support what you are supporting, automatically Nyamelu cannot support evil. The only way to maintain peace on social media here is when we start talking about issues and not personalities and not personal stuffs. We disagree on issues. I like Coke, you like Martina. This is why I like Coke. This is why I like Martina. This is why I'm advising you to like Coke. This is why you are advising me to like Martina. Okari to aho. Bahana personal e. Maintain. In fact, support who you are supporting. Let me support who I am supporting. Don't even have any problem with who I'm supporting. As much as I won't have problem with whom you are supporting. Look at somebody like me, just to show you that those guys are as corny as tortoise. As corny as tortoise. Imagine if Ogechi has stayed up to 1 month in detention. I said something to Ijele, which is the same thing I am repeating here. I said, and I quote, injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. I repeat, injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. Mr. John Burumado no Mutioka, Mr. Okeke Bwomado na Newi, Oka Umado Kahabulu, so injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. Don't think you can justify this one here and condemn the other one.
the other place. Carry here to us. And that is the only way we are going to have peace. What is bad is bad. Condemn it when you see it. And if you ever support it, accept it when it comes to you. Remember, I was saying it when I was talking about Ogechi's arrest. Ogechi's arrest, I never saw it as anything because I know arrest is part of it. As far as I said on Nigeria, one day, either by Ifi metal or by Ifi metal, either by UCRE or by anything, you may possibly find yourself in police net. I believe that, and I still believe that till today. That is why when Ogechi was arrested, I saw it as one of those things. And that is how I live my life. That is how I live my life. If someone I support, even if it comes back to me, I will only look for a way to handle it. I will only look for a way to handle it. So if you want us to have peace on social media, stop wishing for group A to just change and start supporting what you are supporting in group B. That is the only way you think peace can be achieved. No. The easiest way for peace to be achieved is for you to respect what Mr. A believes in, so that Mr. A will respect what you believe in. If convincing people is easy, how much control do you have on your children? If controlling people, you have failed to even control your children, but you want to control an adult somewhere. Are you thinking how many of your kids they make exactly what you want them to be doing as your kids in Jaffa? How many of them? So if you have failed to program 2 days ago, can see Ubobata even back the Jefferson Mountain Aban key moto lose your memory. Yesterday, Njebo electrician pota without this key will key off o program what this key roll exactly as into the old one. How many of your kids keep program mulu hana roll na thinking na reason na bindu ha the same way is a bit. If you have failed to do that, what makes you think you can control an adult elsewhere? That is the problem we have, and that is why we are where we are today. And unless we address it, there will be more arrests. I am not saying that I cannot even be a victim of those arrests, but I'm telling you, for as long as we fail to read in between the lines, some of you, the only way is peace by somebody doing exactly what you want. That is the only way. What if that person respects you and you respect that person? Do you think there will be no peace? Some of you are actually autocratic in nature. It's just that you lack the necessary resources and the necessary opportunity for you to exercise that in Imelu. And that's why the moment you see an opportunity to show yourself, you show yourself. I was disappointed, particularly at Adamame Water, Kerafaya, Kuku, and so many of them, because I was expecting them to preach the same message they have been preaching. Now I have seen that it is all about what you believe in. Remember, some time back, there was a day during the time of Jeremiah, somebody or about 2 or few people, they were inboxing me as we go. Stop saying good things about Jeremiah. Jeremiah is a fake man of God. Jeremiah is a Wayo man. Jeremiah is this, Jeremiah is that. I called one of them who I know, eh, is a strong follower of Evangelist Kobe. She is a Zionite. I called her and I said, Ibukari Anife Jeremiah Nisi, achọrọ m ịjụ ajụjụ. Mmejọ ya ajụjụ si ya, Ibukari Anife Jeremiah Nisi, and achọrọ m ịjụ ajụjụ. Remember that there are people elsewhere who are saying that Evangelist Kobe is a fake man of God. They are calling Evangelist Kobe all sort of names. And I am here confronting them, and you love me for doing that. Now, these are other people who have regrouped themselves, and they are saying that Jeremiah is a fake man of God. I am here doing the same thing I am doing for Evangelist Kobe, and that is obviously the reason why she loves me, obviously. And you are here now coming to maintain the same position. Those people who go against Kobe, who you love so much, you are now playing their role, the role they are playing. You are now playing the same role. Jeremiah. Have you seen? What if I have listened or reasoned with those people the same way you are trying to make me reason with you? Have you seen what I said? Respect and maintain your boundary. Anamaganoke adazouji. Anamaganoke adazouji. Most people, what you give out, you can never receive. Start giving out what you can receive with both hands. If you can receive wickedness and be happy, give out wickedness, receive it back and be happy. We won't have any problem with you. Now wickedness is not good. You will stop being wicked. But if you cannot receive it, but you are only good in giving, my brother, this life is not programmed to work the way it will favor you all. Otherwise, when you put a hand on one, yes, God do kill one, or day two. Oh, we vote you, amen. What a go. Oh, we vote you, amen. Some of you, the life you condemn as somebody is the life you are living, even in 90%. You only have problem because that person may be father against able methodology. What of other people in a fire the same thing? Are they not human beings? Are you more special? You are more special than them. Are you more special than them? I'm asking you. This is a message. If we want to have peace on social media here, respect my opinion. Let me respect your opinion. We can argue, dialogue, criticize, but let it be constructive criticism and not destructive one. Were you not the same person telling us about Mmanya na-egbu kidney? Were you not the same person telling us na somebody low poison buputa na-ele? But you were jumping up because na-ekwuru maka hotel ebi wobata emotional blackmail. On imo business hotel mmadụ tara afụfụ wee lụọ. I mean, are you not aware na mmanya ahụ ị na-akọtọ mmanya mmadụ tara afụfụ lụọ factory wee lụọ? Have you seen why the problem may not come to an end? When I said I am a man with zero emotion, don't think I don't have feelings. I do have feelings. But what I mean by that is that when I want to judge something, I leave my emotion behind. That is the only way you are going to see the real truth. Yes. Okwima, mba ituru ezu gọfọ ya ofu. Ịtụọ ya Emeka, ọ ya afụkwa Emeka ofu. Ịtụọ ya John, ọ ya afụkwa John ofu. It will be so ofeke of you to think na the same mba ahụ ịtụrụ Emeka na ịtụọ ya John ọmụwa amụ. Na ịtụọ ya Philip amụwa amụ. Ịghọtago? Ịghọtago? That is what we are saying here. Let me tell you one thing again, so that when we talk about truth, make sure that you understand what truth is all about. You cannot be quick to bring out Ogechi, to criticize and condemn Ogechi, to crucify Ogechi, or you are quick to bring out Matthias, to condemn and criticize Matthias, or you are quick to bring out JPAC or anybody to criticize or condemn them. I think a proper examination on yourself to know the reason that is driving your reaction is very, very important. It is very, very important. What you do is what you condemn here, you are supporting there. What you supported there, you are condemning here. You want to go? What you are condemning there, you are supporting here. What you are supporting here, you are condemning here, there. Say the truth. Where's your? So your truth must be my truth. Is that what you are telling me? Your truth must be my truth. That is why that peace you are talking about may be too far. It may be too far. When you don't put yourself in other people's shoes, there has been several issues on Facebook here, and when I look at it and the reactions of some certain people, I laugh in Okigwe. The same people who are telling you, why are you defending Ebukobi? Is Ebukobi your Jesus? Why are you fighting for God? Are you God? Allow God to fight them for themselves. The moment you mention the name of any reverend father in any scandal, Ugosi know a devoted Catholic. What I go? Ugosi know a devoted Catholic. No Jew Catholic faith here. No Jew Catholic priest here. What ordination of priest are? Do you know what it takes for somebody to become a reverend father? Do you know? What it took someone to become a reverend father for you is the much sacrifice somebody follow. Maybe when they stay Gobino, he may not be okay. Let me give you a typical example. Your father may be Dangote. My father may be Paul Emeka, the bricklayer. Does it mean that because your father, who is Dangote, can afford to book a private jet for you from Nigeria here to any part of Europe? You have diplomatic passport. You drive on bulletproof cars. Does it make my father less of a father to me if he can also provide for me within that capacity? On it. Have you seen? As much as he can book a private jet for you and you can jet around the world, you can afford whatever thing you want, he becomes your favorite man. Emeka the bricklayer, who is my father, is also as favorite to me as Dangote your father is to you. The earlier you understand it, the better for you. I wish you preached this peace during Ijele's time. He is also our brother. I actually did. It's is just that you were sentimental in listening to my message then. There is no way and there is no how I did not try to caution Ijele. Yes, but people who supported what he was doing, not because he was doing the right thing, because how can you support every single thing Ijele said about Evangelist Kobe, and you are condemning Ogechi for everything he said about Japan? Are you not a coward? Are you not a coward? Ask yourself that question. Ijele Beshal will picture Kobe, Pakaleba na street of Abuja and Lagos. He laid all manner of accusation against them. He said the worst thing against the Hezekiah J. Keta, and all of you were clapping for him. Because the phone who support whether no melunjo, whether no mado, whether not in the mado, for as long as my reason which will make that injustice support the idea and the thinking he will about something, he deserves an applause. But somebody else made something, that is the only time you are going to realize that this person is going out of track. Life is not like that. Life is not like that. And it can never be like that. Because one man's meat is another man's poison. Are you going to condemn me why I cannot eat that meat because it is not good for my health? You cannot. Cake, cake. Another person will give one. That is his favorite. And the game because man do so succulent that I refuse to eat it. That is the problem most of you will. And the way you look inward, you will know that what I'm saying is the truth. Do you want me to count series of events that has happened on Facebook? When I analyze it, you will see. You will see. You are only taking side, not because the actions taken to justify it, but because the reason for that action is the ideology you have about a particular something. You support it. When it happens the other way, you condemn it. Life is not like that. Life is not like that. And onyala nwekuru nwanne ishe na onyala ewuhu nwanne bosife ye onyala ifu munne yopota. You gotta go. I specifically asked JPAC that question so that I can hear his reply. And he replied, but to squeeze something inside it. You gotta go. To squeeze something inside that reply. Because for every single thing Ogechi has said about you, you have said the worst about her. For every single thing Ogechi has said about your wife, you have said the worst about Ugodie. For every single thing Ogechi has said about your family, you have said the worst about his father. If you want to condemn people here, condemn Ogechi and JPAC, advise them together. You cannot advise one and leave the other one. It's not possible. That is not the truth we are looking for. The truth we are looking for is where you will sit Ogechi down, advise her, sit JPAC down, advise him. Then you unite both of them, because you must have shown them the direction and the right thing to do. That is the kind of truth we are looking for here. But if you are looking for the truth where you will criticize this person and uphold this person, when we know that both of them has done the same thing, that by standard, if you want to punish them, they deserve equal punishment. If you want to justify their actions, you justify both their actions. You got to go. Assembly and say, "We make a single to Robabu." All single called to reach a kuwe. Hey, Manili say, "No to read one. No to read one to Corunjo. Manamadu will kill and Sedondo. You go on your basalo. You go on your basalo." Because Ken Assembly and say, "A more in aliens, no, now the worst on like him." Oh, Gasserego. Go Horuzie Elamba Jack on a quarter. Go Wolofu. Onye Polo da Wana. Manamaruzie Ojem Bajaku, Edway Sego, Edway Wolo, Elamba Jack, where they were on the same level with a quarter. Because he like him and then Bajak, when you call. There are two things that are not good. Which among them are you going to choose? What are given now? So, when we talk about peace, let us understand what we are talking about. Are you really talking about me concording to everything you are saying, and that is the only way you can conclude that I want peace? Or is it by you respecting me and by me respecting you, despite different opinion we share? I can tell you, Waja is my friend. Yet, we have different opinions about our belief system. During the time of Okurora, we also came together in unity because we share the same idea. Have you seen? When it comes to the issue of religion, we have different ideas, different ideologies to what we believe in. When it came to Okurora issue, we united in that same. I don't know if you are getting what I am saying. Respect me so that I can respect you. To the best, accepted. But you shouldn't be in the midst of Ndofekama Ife. So I think I have sent you where you belong. When I send this angry emoji, it is not everybody that can listen well, and even if they listen, it is not everyone that can comprehend. That is why they keep causing problem here and there. And to crown it all, when you want to talk, they come to talk about peace. When you like in Ezioku, because Ezioku na wakante. You see, so I don't see any specific crime that Mr. A has committed that Mr. B has not committed. The only difference is that you love Mr. A and you hate Mr. B. So that the same actions taken by Mr. A that you condemn, Mr. B take here a mark here good. If you chomu ikuku oku, we check makambaka. Oh ye degido long a pistol and on a day on a funu we reason patalu je day like yeah not to justified by either day because no ne kwezioku. The moment of case you go to make something on a me there be evangelist go be no problem with that. If you no problem with that. So do unto others exactly what you will want others to do unto you. Like I said, a man who I respect so much and I see wisdom in. Selego, Mechi Walu Mango, Ijeko Mango. ọwụ ofeke na-akụ gova magoro n'elu ego jegoro mango ọ mango ka ekụlụ ihe ji shọ ijegoro mango n'elu gova ekụlụ akụ ekụrụ mkpụrụ gova oto ijegoro mango o wee sego na ịchọ ịghọrọ mango ije kụọ mango ịchọ ịghọrọ orange ije kụọ orange. It is not wisdom if you plant mango but you are expecting to pluck guava or drop possible. Or drop possible. Arrest ya ekola aka mgbe arrest na Ogechi. Woman go ekolo because what you said is that it is good to arrest people na hamive. Now, Eshini ne arrest ya Mr. Emeka. Eputa ki itiwe mbu. Is that not the mango that you have planted? How else are you expecting to harvest corn when you have planted mango? I want you to think. Think about it. So, if we want peace, let it be truth. And that truth can only be one. It cannot be two. Let us all go by that truth. It is not your truth. It is not my truth. There is only one reason why I live according to a principle. And that is why I told you people that if I did not condemn the arrest of Ijele and I did not condemn the arrest of Matthias, I told you that that arrest was right because it is a need to control some certain things. Why do you think I will come and start condemning the arrest of Ogechi? That is me living by that principle. It is the mango that I planted that I am also plucking, whether it is right or wrong. So even if no end well or it did not end well, I will also see. But the problem you have is that you think that what you give is going to be different from what you will receive. And when you are giving as much as you are, and when you are receiving as much as you are giving, complain. If we must have peace on social media, we must respect each other's belief. We must respect each other's opinion. We must understand that we are different people created by one God, but born from different stomach. You must not expect that you must not expect 100% perfection from people because you are not perfect yourself. You must respect my opinion as much as I respect your opinion. However, I may have room to disagree with what you said. You can also disagree with what I said. But it has to be zero to that issue and not personal. The moment you come personal to me, there is no way I cannot come personal to you. And they go me, achom go otoko kalaka, go yi, nke uwe iwe nguwo nyodoro. Yes, ask yourself this question. Governor Eziokwu Onyabini in one program say no deport Resuko from Zambia. Can he prove it? The deportation documents Onya prepare, Onya cashier, Onya nyeri pilot to Bunatalam. But I looked at it and I simply said, okay, this is social media. We can say anything. If we can say anything. it is still the same you who have issues with what is being said about other people. I don't know if you are getting me. You want to go? Okay. Uchenna Okereke enweghị m ụbụrụ. Gaa na page ndị nwere ụbụrụ. Thank you very much. You want to go? Those are the people who are the problems here. They think they can cajole all of us into what they naively believe in. You gotta go. What they do is they support evil here, they uphold evil here, and they condemn it the other way. Ka ị na-atụ mmadụ aka etu amalụkwo na aka ndị ọzọ na-atụchiga back n'ebe ị nọ. Respect me, let me respect you. We disagree on issues. If you say something about me and I say something back to you, do not measure the weight of what is being said. Because ana m agwa ndị mmadụ, like in my nation, ị nwere ike imebiri m nnukwu ife, ị nwere ike ịkụwa nkwụ moto m. I don't know what is it you think you hold too precious. Enwere m ike inye 1 million, you fail to pay it back. But ife na-provoke m na-do so little. Ife na-provoke m na-do so little. But that will not make me na mfuzi onye emeri ife ahụ ya wee mee m like this afọ nya afịfa na mfu na eme ihe mmadụ onye a na-aba mba. I need to understand that this is whom that person is. Yes, different things we feel it trigger our emotion. Different things can people na show maybe what in the family. You cannot say I am wrong from what I am looking for. I cannot say that you are wrong. We are two different people trying to coexist. You want to give an so ọ bụrụ ife emelu mmadụ die ihe ka ihe eme n'imume dị oye ekpọnawa elu, because we are two different people. We are two different people and our understanding is very, very different. So it will be so bad of you to keep hating Ogechi because of what you are thinking that she is saying. But you go to the other side, you are clapping for people, saying also a lot of things against her. What moral do you have to condemn her when you are clapping for someone else who is saying almost the same thing Ogechi is saying about people? Ịghọta ka ife m na-ekwu? Ị kpọrọ ya akwụna Chicago, enwudodo anaghị ebe ọ na-agba akwụna, o buru akwụna Chicago. I only want to use Oke as a case study so that you can understand that the same thing you are hating her for, you are also guilty of it. Ekpọrọ ya akwụna Chicago, ekpọrọ ya ikpu Chicago, ekpọrọ ya onye ohi, onwe ha afọ ọbụghị, yet ejidebụghị ebe ọ na-agba akwụna, ejidebụghị ebe o ji zuo ohi. Nyanwa tọnụọ gbọọ mmadụ another thing, iwe because na ọ suppose ikwu ya tụlekwa ya. The best way to have peace on social media is by saying the truth, no matter whose odd is God. Do unto others exactly what you will want others to do unto you. Respect people's boundaries and opinion. Disagree with them, argue with them, criticize, but let it be issue based and let it not be personal. Some of us has been guilty of the same thing we have been condemning. The same thing gonna Emeka enyi nwoke ji wee so okwu. That same thing ka imelu Paul gonna Paul wee so okwu. Yeah, that same thing Emeka meru gonna Emeka wee so okwu. That same thing ka imelu Paul gonna Paul wee so okwu. So let us stop hating at each other, on each other. If we must embrace peace, we must, as he who goes to equity must come with clean hands. He who goes to equity must come with clean hands. How can you hate somebody so much, but every single reason why you have hated that person is the same reason why you have loved another person? The same reason each way hating Mr. B is the same reason each way love Mr. A. Ka iju onwe ya ajụjụ, and iju onwe ya ajụjụ sakwa n'ime onwe gị. Ịghọtago? You threaten me because of Matthias. A Zionite challenge you because of Ebuka Obi. He said na ha na-efe Ebuka Obi efe. Kedu ihe ị na-eme Matthias? Ekwute okwu maka Matthias, ịgbapụta defend ya. Ekwute okwu maka Ebuka Obi, apụta defend ya. Esi na Ebuka Obi ha kwụrụ m ụgwọ. Onye na-akwụ ụgwọ? All these things is because you want to program us so that we can start living like you, behaving like you, reacting like you, which is highly impossible. If you want to do that, start from your kids. If you manage to achieve that, possible maybe an adult to come. I think I am going to end this broadcast here. Eche Zaba is Zaba. Eche Zakuru is Zakuru. Makaramada is Zaba Kuru Joronjo. If you want peace on social media, you really need to define what peace is. Define peace for what it is. Don't define peace for what you think it is. Respect each other, and there will be peace. Do not think that this person doesn't have right to talk, but you are the one who have all the right to talk. When you want to talk to somebody, examine the content of Ifineku. Konya we examine what the content of Ifineku. Everybody deserves respect. Everybody deserves respect. I am happy that the first part has come and gone. But let us all embrace peace. By doing so, we must have to respect each other. We must have to have feelings like human beings. Stop being selfish. Stop living your life in such a selfish manner. It must be my way. It must be my way. And there will be peace. I myself am an advocate of peace, but the moment I follow, because all mmadụ na mmadụ bụ egbe ka ha nụ ọgụ. Ofu eno katabutu egbe, so onye nke anya bịa ka ha mee n'aka n'aka. Onye nke abụrụ egbe dọla, ọmịa pịsụ gbaa ya. ka onye go na na-achụ anụ ghara ịsị na ọ kpara ụdọ ka ụkwụ anụ. I still have a lot to say, but we're going to continue in the morning. So that if we are talking about peace, let us really define this peace for what it is. I still remain your favorite Esoko, the face behind Esoko Global TV. Kodono, Kachifoni, I love you all.